Test 1, 2, testing, 1, 2. Test 1, 2, testing. All right, we're here at Gatlinburg Pittman High School, where the Livingston Academy Wildcats taking on the Floyd Central Jaguars from Kentucky. Floyd Central 6-1 on this one. Livingston 8-0. First time Livingston's been 8-0 since 2008. Floyd Central gets the tip to the Jaguars. 14-4. Springs playing patty cake with Burke. Burke fires a three. Won't go. Bilbrey gets the rebound. Here comes Livingston Academy. Targets in the corner for a three. Won't go. And Burke's going to get the rebound. Spring's going to settle it out on the top for the Jaguars. Simmons. Now Moore down there, number 22. Simmons back out on top. Springer's trying to get the offense rolling for the Jaguars. Livingston defense. Starting lineup for Livingston: White, Hargis, Tucker, Miller, and Daniel, Bilbrey, Easton, Goodpasture, and Isaac Story. 23, Simmons does get a shot, and it's good. Bronny Simmons gets the scoring start this evening as Gatlinburg Pittman leads Floyd Central Kentucky leads Livingston 2-0. With a quick cut past Isaac Story, and it's good with an assist by Tucker Miller. Story gets this thing knotted up at 2 apiece. Moore over to Simmons. Simmons number 3. Braden Moore. Moore pump fakes his free. 3 drives in for the lane, and it's good. Number 3, Braden Moore, his first 2 of the game. Story bringing it across the timeline. Hargis. Pass intercepted. And number 2 intercepts the pass, Dawson Moore. And Livingston trails by 4. It's 6-2. Floyd Central leads 6-2 over Livingston Academy in the second round of the Smoky Mountain Christmas Classic here in Gatlinburg. Goodpasture. Spin move. Drives in. Easton Goodpasture with a huge 3-pointer for Livingston. And they're on the board for 2 more. Livingston still trails 6-4 in the first quarter. 3 has it. Over to 14. 14 launches the 3. Long rebound. And Floyd Central gets on the rebound. And number 22, Simmons gets the 2. Off the putback. And Livingston trails 8-4. Daniel Bilbrey. And Miller has it. Over to Story in the corner. Story for Livingston. Pass miscommunication, but Hargis recovers. Livingston looking to get offense rolling here. Get back into this one. They're down 8-4 against Floyd Central Kentucky. White Hargis makes his shot. Easton Goodpasture gets the offensive rebound. Puts it back up. And he gets the friendly roll. Easton Goodpasture. He's got 4 in this one of Livingston 6. Easton Goodpasture some big minutes for Livingston in yesterday's game against Danville, Kentucky. Livingston trails 8-6 against Floyd Central. The school's from Eastern Kentucky. I hear they're one of the better teams in that area. They're 6-1 on the season. They defeated Chapman, South Carolina yesterday in the opening round. Trying to get the offense going for them. Number 2, Dawson Moore. Moore drives in with a no-look pass. Pump fakes the 3, and there's going to be a foul on Easton Goodpasture, what it looks like. Foul's going to be on Easton Goodpasture. That'll be his first foul of the game. The first foul call of the game. The Jaguars pass it in. Moore down low to number 3, Braden Moore for 2. And Livingston trails 10-6. Now Cole Harris came in the game for White Hargis. Cole Harris. Number 14. Over to Daniel Bilbrey. Bilbrey tries to drive in, loses the dribble, stolen by the Jaguars. Number 3 drives in. It's a charging foul on number 3, Braden Moore. His first foul of the game, the first foul called on Danville, on Floyd Central this evening. Livingston's going to get the ball back. Cole Harris will throw it in to Bilbrey. Brody Coffey be sitting on the bench in this game, not able to play, suffered some sort of head injury yesterday in yesterday's game against Danville. Miller has it up the top of the key. Miller takes a 3, shoots a 3, won't go. Rebounded by Moore. Here comes Dawson Moore, ran across the timeline over to Braden Moore. Number 4, Chris Springers launches a 3, won't go, but Simmons gets the offensive rebound. It's going to be a charge and foul on Simmons. Lowered the shoulder there, pushed the head in him. Simmons, Floyd Central fans ain't liking that call, but that's a call you usually see in Tennessee. Maybe not up there. Kentucky, they're more of a physical basketball state. And these are Tennessee officials. Rocco Carlisle comes in the game for Easton Goodpasture. Like we said, officiating may go differently here than it is obviously back in the Upper Cumberland and even in these other states. Based off Kentucky ball, you usually don't see that call much. Usually let them play, while Tennessee, they'll call that. Carlisle has it. Hands off to Story. It'll be a foul on Cole Harris. That'll be his first foul of the game. Livingston trails 10-6. 3 minutes to play in the first period. Floyd Central bringing the ball slowly across the court. Moore. Or Simmons. And Dawson Moore launches a 3. Won't go. Dana Bilbrey gets the rebound for the Livingston Academy. Dana Bilbrey pulls it out. Tucker Miller loses the pass, and it's going to go back to Floyd Central. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. Jimmy Miller for Livingston Academy as Floyd Central leads this one 10-6 over the Wildcats. We didn't really have a pregame show. The Livingston Academy Wildcats coming off a win against Danville, Kentucky. The first time since 2008 they started 8-0. All right, we're back here after the Livingston Academy 30-second timeout. As Tucker Miller lost the pass in the corner, and Livingston trails by 4 here. 6-10 is the score. The Jaguar lead. Almost passed it out of bounds, but they recover. Now Moore has it. Moore going to drive in. Sees his brother Dawson Moore in the corner for a wide open 3-pointer. Won't go. Isaac Story gets the defensive rebound, and here comes Livingston. Story pushing the pace. Offensively for the Wildcats. So they throw it up, and he gets fouled. Ran into the official. It'll be a number 4, Chris Springs. It'll be his first foul. Third team foul for Floyd Central. Isaac Story at the free throw line. He'll be shooting 2. It's the first one. Shoots the second one. Won't go. Cole Harris nearly got the offensive rebound for Livingston. But Floyd Central got it'll be 2 fouls on Cole Harris there. That'll be his second. Ran into the defender, and Easton Goodpasture comes in the game for Cole Harris. Livingston trails by 3 here, 10-7. 2 minutes to play in the first period of action between the Floyd Central Jaguars and Livingston Academy Wildcats. Simmons has it over to Moore. Moore's going to drive it on Bilbrey. Sees the down low pass. Simmons out, takes a 3. Won't go. Gets his own rebound. Down low, covered by Carlisle. Looking for something to do with it. Springs going to reset the offense for Floyd. Simmons shoots the mid-range, and it's good. Ronnie Simmons, he's got 6, and Livingston trails 12-7. Miller finds Bilbrey. Now Story. Drives in, shoots the mid-range, won't go. And Easton Goodpasture going to need the offensive rebound. Hands it over to Tucker Miller. Tucker Miller nearly loses dribble. Story over to Carwile. Carwile. Miller. And they're going to reset the offense for Livingston, but they're going to keep the pressure on. Looks like he kind of had hands on in there a little bit. The officials not blowing the whistle much. Carwile, the Story. He's going to slow the ball down for Livingston. Story bounce pass to Goodpasture, nearly loses it. Bounce pass won't, bounce power dribble won't go, and Floyd gets the rebound. Springs has it. The 14 in the corner for three won't go, and Story gets the rebound. 45 seconds to play in the first quarter of action. Livingston trails 12-7. Story drives in on the right side. Bounce pass to Goodpasture, loses it, throws it up, won't go. It's going to be tipped out of bounds by Rocco Carwile. Wyatt Hargis comes in the game for Tucker Miller. And there'll be a stoppage. Number 22, Ronnie Simmons. I think he's bleeding from his elbow a little bit, or it's red. Number 15, Logan Mead. Logan Mead comes in the game. For number 3, Braden Moore. Mead has it. Springs. Livingston trails 12-7 here. 10 seconds to play in the first quarter. Moore. Simmons nearly loses it. Springs going to drive it on the baseline for the reverse lay-in, and it's good as the buzzer sounds. Gets it started for Chris Springs, and Livingston trails by 7, 14-7 with the Floyd Central lead. Livingston trying to keep their undefeated season alive by Floyd Central, trying to extend their winning record to 7-1. We're back here in Gatlinburg Pittman High School, where Livingston Academy is taking on the Floyd Central Jaguars from up north in Kentucky. Carwile has it. Livingston trails this one 7-14. Goodpasture down low, and it's good. Easton Goodpasture, he's got 6 tonight. And Livingston trying to pull back into this one. They're down 14-9. Mead around the wing. Moore has it. Over to Springs, over to Mead. Mead finds Simmons. Brought by Goodpasture. For Mead. Mead looks like something to do with it for the Jaguars. Livingston defense is picking up. Springs. Now Simmons. Now Moore has it. Resetting the offense for the Jaguars. Moore driving in on Miller. Look over to Springs. Moore has it. Dawson Moore trying to reset the offense a couple times. The Jaguars. Over to Mead. Back over to Springs. Now Moore. Mead. Intercepted by Isaac Story. The pass intended for Springs. Now Isaac Story's going to the free throw line for 2. Let's see the fouls on. The foul will be on number 2, Dawson Moore. And Dawson Moore, Isaac Story at the free throw line. He'll be shooting 2. Isaac Story shooting two at the free throw line. The officials had to kind of confirming that. Isaac Story hits the first one. We'll get another one here. The cut into the Jaguar lead. Isaac Story. It's now 11-14. Livingston trails by 3, and there's going to be a timeout called for Floyd Central. Let's see what it's going to be. It's going to be 30 or full. It's going to be 30-second timeout. Floyd Central as Livingston's clawed back into this one, 11-14, with 6 minutes and 36 seconds to play in the first half. Livingston trails 14-11. All right, here we're back after the Floyd Central timeout. Like I said, Floyd Central trying to get the offense going. Pass going to be miscommunicated, and good passer recovers the pass from the Jaguars. Carwile over to Miller. Miller going to reset the offense for the Wildcats. High flying pass to Carwile, back over to Miller. Miller pass going to be intercepted. Number 3, Moore on the fast break. Nearly swatted by Isaac Story, but there'd be a foul called on Isaac Story. That'll be his first foul. It'll be number 3, Brandon Moore at the free throw line with shooting 2. Misses the first one. Number 2, Dawson Moore comes in the game for Logan Meade. Misses it. Trying to get his own rebound. It's going to go out of bounds. It's going to go the other way. Livingston's going to get it. Story's going to throw it in. They're going to pressure the Wildcats here. Story up to Carwile. Carwile. Bounce pass. Story bounce pass to Carwile. Now Isaac Story has it at the top of the key. Long court pass over Tucker Miller for a 3-pointer. Air balls. Wildcats kept it in bounds. Good passer. What a nice save from Livingston, and Miller sees Carwile in the corner for a 3, and it's good. Rocco Carwile with a big 3-pointer for the Wildcats. His first points tonight, and we're all knotted up here at 14. Livingston's clawed back into this one. Floyd Central misses that one. And now Livingston has it a long court pass. Easton good passer, but it's intercepted by number 3. And it's going to go out of bounds on Simmons. Livingston, look out on that one there from a miscommunicated pass. Argus. Now Story. Story over to Miller. Miller up across the timeline, shoots the mid-range, and it's good. Tucker Miller with the mid-range jumper. He gets his scoring night started. He's got 2. Livingston leads by 2. The first lead, kind of the first lead of the game for Livingston, but the first lead in a while for the Wildcats. They lead 16-14 over the Floyd Central Jaguars from Kentucky. Meanwhile, the girls' game going on at Rocky Top Sports World Aware at Gatlinburg Pittman High School. They're taking on Barron County, Kentucky. Don't have a score update on that one yet, or we'll get to you if we can. It should be live on the same YouTube page. Not 100% sure on that. Simmons gets the scoring back, and it's tied up from Ronnie Simmons. He's the leading scorer for the Jaguars. Hargis nearly loses his dribble, coming across the timeline, double teamed up in the corner at Carwile. Back over to Story. Story fakes a 3. Comes inside the perimeter. Won't go. Rebounded by Moore. Here comes Floyd Central. Bounce pass up to Simmons. Simmons loses it. Saves it. No more for a wide open 3-pointer. Won't go. And Hargis and good pass is going to fight for the rebound. And the official is going to call travel. Hargis and good pass are on the same team there. Kind of both grabbing the rebound, but they'll call a traveling violation. Sure, share this with your friends and family. Watch the Livingston Academy Wildcats compete in the Great Smoky Mountain Christmas Classic. as Floyd Central gets a 2-pointer there to take the lead, 18-16. Isaac Story drives in. He's going to get fouled on the free throw line for 2. This will be Story's 3rd trip to the free throw line. That's going to be number 4, Chris Springs. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Story misses the first free throw. Cole Harris comes in the game for Tucker Miller. Story hits the second one. Three nearly loses his dribble. Floyd trying to get across the timeline. And he's picked up by Hargis at the center court. They call it jump ball. It's going to stay with Floyd Central. As Burke's going to throw it in. The 14, Eric Burke in the corner. Up to Moore. Moore drives in. Tries to go down low to Simmons, but good passer gets the tip, and Cole Harris ends up with it for Livingston. Cole Harris with the steal, and Livingston Academy is going to grant it, bring it across the timeline. Carwile down low to good passer. Good passer throws it up, won't go, gets his own rebound. They're fighting him for it as we have foul on number 3, Braden Moore. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game, and send Easton Goodpasser to the free throw line to be shooting 2. A couple of subs come in for Floyd Central. Maybe not a shooting foul. They caught it on the floor. So Livingston will just get the ball back. Now Hargis has it. Hargis fakes, goes in, and it's good. Wyatt Hargis gets his scoring evening started. He's got 2. Livingston leads by 1. Central bringing it across the timeline. Now Burke. Over to Meade. Meade has it. Now Moore. Moore is going to reset the offense for the Jaguars. Over to Meade. Covered up by Harris. Now Burke. Feed down low. Back to number 25, Buck. Now Burke. Over to Meade. Now Buck has it. Nearly loses the dribble. Meade looking something to do with it. Story nearly intercepts the pass. Now Simmons down low. Going to be double teamed. Burke from a 3-pointer won't go. Cole Harris gets the rebound, and he's going to get it. His pick, pocket pick, but Livingston retains it. Carwile, a feed over to Story. Fakes a 3, drives in with a spin move. Rolls over the rim, won't go, and Burke's going to end up with it for Floyd Central as they bring it across the floor swiftly. Now Buck has it. It's going to be loose, but it's going to be kickball violation on Rocco Carwile. And the Jaguars are going to have it. Throwing it in on the baseline. Livingston leads this one by 1, 19-18. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Now Meade, covered up by Harris. Meade bringing it across to Dawson. Moore. Over to Buck. Buck thought about shooting a 3. Down low to Simmons. Simmons back out to Buck. Now Meade. Meade. Over to Buck. He's Burke in the corner for 3. Won't go. Rebounded by Goodpasser. A quick pass up to Carwile. Rocco Carwile supplied a 3 for the Wildcats early in the game. Misses the lay-in. And Moore has it. Moore, Buck down low. He loses it. Now Cole Harris ends up with it. He's on a fast break at 3. A 2v1. Cole Harris throws it up. Won't go, but Isaac Story. Wyatt Hargis gets the putback from a miss by Cole Harris. Livingston leads 21-18. They were trailing by 7 earlier in the game. Simmons throws it up, won't go. Goodpasser gets the defensive rebound, and here comes the Wildcats. Quick pass up to Harris. Harris. Go and 1 for Cole Harris. It's going to be foul is going to be on Meade. Logan Meade, number 15, his first foul of the game. Team's 7th foul.
If you own a white Toyota Tacoma with Knox County plates from Tennessee, please move your vehicle away from the sidewalk. If you're in a white Chevy Trailblazer with Kentucky plates, Please also move your vehicle at this time. We have buses that have to be loaded and moved. Thank you.
Made a PA announcement there for cars needing to be moved. Now Cole Harris at the free throw line. Misses free throw for the and one opportunity. And Livingston leads 23-18. 50 seconds to play in the first half of action here in the second round of the Great Smoky Mountain Christmas Classic. Meade from a three-pointer and gets the friendly roll. Logan Meade, the first three of the game for the Jaguars, and they now trail only by 2 now. Livingston leads 23-21. Story has it, 30 seconds to play. Story guarded heavily by Moore. Now Hargis. Hargis attempts the crossover. 15 seconds to play. Crosses over on Meade. Hargis in the mid-range, and it's good. Wyatt Hargis. Hargis has 3. So Elijah takes Meade from a deep three-pointer in the air ball. Wyatt Hargis is with a 6. I didn't say that earlier. Livingston leads 23-21. Wildcats were trailing by 7 earlier in the game. We'll be right back after halftime. All right. Should be live from Gallenberg Pittman High School. Livingston Academy leads this one 25-21. We're starting the second half. Good passer down low. Can't get the friendly roll, and Isaac Story gets the offensive rebound. But it looks like he's going to get fouled by Floyd Central number 2, Dawson Moore. That'll be his second foul of the game. Livingston leads this one 25-21 at the start of the second half, the third quarter. Isaac Story at the charity stripe. He'll be shooting 2. Isaac Story's got to the line most out of any Wildcats tonight and misses the first one. He's made 4 free throws tonight. This is his 4th trip to the line tonight. Hits the second one, I should say. And now Livingston leads by 5, 26-21. There's going to be a foul on Daniel Bilbrey. When I say he stepped out of bounds, thought they were going to call a foul. Turned the ball over. Now Livingston has a chance to extend their lead. They lead 26-21. 7 minutes and 36 seconds to play in the third quarter. Winner goes to the championship game of the boys' red division of the red bracket here at the Smoky Mountain Christmas Classic. Hargis for a corner 3, and it's good. Wyatt Hargis for 3. That's his first 3 of the game. Now Bilbrey gets the steal. Bilbrey with the tip pass to Story. Story throws it up, won't go. He gets his own rebound, misses it, and Moore gets the rebound. Here comes Simmons pushing it up, and it's going to be a good shot there by Eric Burke. That'll be his first 2 of the night. Livingston still has the lead here, 29-23. 6 minutes, 45 seconds to play in the third quarter. Hargis on the left finds Bilbrey. Bilbrey drives in, heavily guarded, can't hit the layup. Goodpaster bodies, and it's good. Ethan Goodpaster for 2. And the Floyd coaches wanted a foul there. Say he's hurt. Number 11 comes in the game for number 4 for Floyd Central. Moore's going to throw it in. Moore. Dawson Moore, number 11. Dylan Boyd, seen his first minutes tonight. And number 14, Eric Burke. He's got forward backdoor cut. The Wildcats didn't see him there, but Livingston leads this one 31-25. Story. Top of the key for Livingston. Over to Bilbrey. Bilbrey has it now. Down low to Goodpaster. Goodpaster fakes it. Goes up, gets a block. Gets his own rebound. I'm going to reset the offense for the Wildcats. Bilbrey. Jaguars didn't know where the ball was. Neither did the Wildcats. And Dana Bilbrey gets the steal. Story lays it up, gets blocked. Bilbrey's going to go to the free throw line with their foul on number 3, Braden Moore. That'll be his 3rd foul of the game. Daniel Bilbrey, that'll be his first trip to the free throw line. 5 minutes, 41 seconds to play in the third quarter. Livingston leads 31-25. Daniel Bilbrey gets the first free throw. Number 15, Meade comes in the game for Braden Moore. He's got 3 fouls. It's going to be a lane violation on Tucker Miller. Daniel Bilbrey made the shot, but it won't count. And now Floyd Central has the ball. Livingston still has the lead here, 32-25. Cross pass to Meade. The 14 has it, shoots the 3, won't go. And he got fouled. Number 12, Wyatt Hargis. That'll be his first foul of the game. Livingston coming off a big win last night against Danville, Kentucky. They won that one in a close affair. Over at the middle score, it's going to be an and 1 for number 11, Dylan Boyd getting his first couple of actions on the game. I think the foul was on Wyatt Hargis, I believe. Not 100% sure on that one. If so, that'll be his second foul of the game. And Boyd gets the N1 attempt. Livingston now holds on to this lead by 4 points. They lead 32-28. They had a big run at the start of the second half. Miller nearly loses the ball. Miller drives in with a floater. He's going to get fouled. He'll be at the free throw line, number 15, Meade. That'll be his second foul of the game. And Tucker Miller will be at the free throw line shooting 2. Miller hits the first one, and Cole Harris going to take him the game. Cole Harris is getting Tucker Miller, the shooter. Hits the second one. Miller hits them both, and Harris comes in the game for Tucker Miller. He's got 4 points. Livingston leads now by 6. It's going to be stolen by Cole Harris, and here comes the Wildcats. He's going to back it out. Now Story going to reset, set up the offense for the Livingston Academy Wildcats. Good passer. Spin move, drives in, and it's good. Ethan Goodpaster with a nice lay in there. He's got 10 points in this one. Over to Simmons. Simmons. Now Moore. Moore's going to drive in. Shoots the mid-range. Won't go. And Goodpaster's going to get the rebound. And Livingston leads by 8 here. Let's see if they can take the lead to double digits. It'll be the first Livingston lead by double digits of the game. Now Hargis. Over to Bilbrey. Bilbrey. Good passer. Nice bounce pass into Bilbrey, but they're going to call travel on Daniel Bilbrey. Head coach Jimmy Miller wants an exclamation on that one. Turn the ball over. And now Floyd Central is going to get the ball back. Floyd Central coming off a win against Chapman, South Carolina in the first round of the Smoky Mountain Christmas Classic last night. They played the same time that Livingston did last night, just in a different gym. Cross-court pass to number 11. Won't go, and Hargis gets the defensive rebound. Hargis. It's going to be a foul. So it's going to be on number 14, Eric Burke. That'll be his first foul of the game. And Wyatt Hargis. No shooting foul there. Harris is going to throw it in for Livingston. Well, Harris looking for somewhere to throw. Throws it in. And Floyd Central gets the interception. Now Simmons has it. Simmons with a fast break layup. He's got 10 points. Hargis drives in. He's Bilbrey. Bilbrey shoots the 3. Daniel Bilbrey from 3-point range. This is his first 3 of the game. As we foul in Livingston Academy. I believe it's going to be on Isaac Story. That'll be his second foul of the game. That'll be his second foul. Number 11, Boyd's going to throw it in. For a traveling violation on number 2, Dawson Moore. That'll be a turnover on him. And Livingston getting the ball back here. Cole Harris. Over to Bilbrey. Bilbrey trying to drive. It's going to be out of bounds on number 2, Dawson Moore. And Livingston's going to keep possession. Wyatt Hargis bringing it across the timeline. Livingston trying to stay perfect on the season. Bounce pass to Cole Harris, feet under the basket, and it's good. Wyatt Hargis with a nice assist to Cole Harris. And he's got 4. Pass is tipped by Story, but Simmons recovers. Shot blocked by Wyatt Hargis. And now Story trying to bring it across the foul line, and he does just that. Story drives it in on his own, and it's good. Isaac Story for two. It's going to be a full timeout for the Floyd Central Jaguars after a big, nice run from Livingston Academy Wildcats. Floyd Central trails. Livingston leads this one by 13, 43-30. 2 minutes and 47 seconds to play in the third quarter. All right, here we're back at Gatlinburg Pittman High School. The Livingston Academy Wildcats got up a nice run in the third quarter. Now they lead by 13. Isaac Story tries to keep it in bounds, and he does. Bilbrey underneath the baseline. Lost the ball. Tried to pass it over to Wyatt Hargis. A very quick pass. And Livingston, though, not upset with that. You know, they got a nice run, and they're in the lead by 13. That's what you like to see if you're a Livingston Academy Wildcat fan. Springer's into Moore. Moore has it back over to Springers. Pass intercepted by Daniel Bilbrey. And it's good. Daniel Bilbrey on the end one. Daniel Bilbrey, he's got a bunch of steals in this one. It's going to be a foul on number 2. Dawson Moore, that'll be his third foul, number 25. Number 25, Bucks, comes in maybe on number 4. Number 4, Springs. Bilbrey from the charity stripe is good. Daniel Bilbrey. He's 100% from the free throw line, 2 for 2. Livingston leads this one by 16. Two minutes and 20 seconds to play in the third quarter. Second round of the Smoky Mountain Christmas Classic. Tries to drive in, and Livingston Academy is going to commit a foul. Number 12, Wyatt Hargis. That'll be his third foul of the game. Number 14, Eric Burke, throw the ball in to the Jaguars. Burke looking. There'll be a bench warning. There'll be a warning on the Floyd Central Jaguars. Now there's going to be a technical foul on Floyd Central. There was a warning on their bench. They're throwing up their hands, and now there will be a technical foul. The last 2 games Livingston's played up here, this one and yesterday's, there's been a technical foul on the opposing team. Isaac Story, the technical free throw. We get another one. Hits it. And the Wildcats will get rewarded with the ball back as well. So there's been a technical foul, I believe on the coach, maybe on the bench. Story's going to throw it in for Livingston. Now Hargis has it. Livingston leads by 18. They trailed by 7 earlier in the game. Story has it. Bounce pass to Goodpasture. Goodpasture. Spin move. Now Bilbrey fakes the shot. Goodpasture down low, and it's good with an assist from Daniel Bilbrey. Goodpasture. He's got 12 points tonight. Now Moore. Livingston leads by 20. Now Moore. What a Burke. Burke down low. Now Simmons for the mid-range, and it's good. Back to an 18-point Livingston lead. Simmons. He's got 12 points for the Jaguars. Cole Harris drive it in. Sees Hargis. Hargis fakes it. Fakes it. 3. It's going to go out of bounds, but it's going to stay with Livingston. As of right now in the fourth quarter, the fourth quarter, the Livingston Academy Lady Wildcats trail by 4 to Barron County, Kentucky. Story drives in, can't hit it. Livingston leads by 18. Bounce pass from a three-pointer from Braden Moore won't go, and Hargis gets the rebound for the Wildcats. Hargis brings it across the timeline, heavily guarded, and with foul called on number 3. Braden Moore, that'll be his 4th foul of the game, I believe. Not been mistaken. But number 32, Grant White, comes in for him. The fourth quarter here for the Lady Wildcats, like we said, trail by 4. The fourth quarter of their game. If the Lady Wildcats win this evening, they'll play for the 5th place game. If they lose, they'll play for 7th. Playing some really tough competition over there in the girls' bracket side of things. You had the number 1 team, basically the number 1 team in Georgia yesterday, and now you got a really good Kentucky team today. Really good, phenomenal program in that girls' blue division bracket. Same over here in the boys. Now Bilbrey has Livingston leading by 18, and they're going to back out the offense. Bilbrey over to Story. 20 seconds to play in the third quarter. Now Hargis. Hargis going to get double team in the corner. Now Story. Hargis pump fakes the 3. Brings it back out. Sees the lane. Finds Bilbrey. Bilbrey 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There's a kickball violation as the buzzer sounds. At the end of 3, after 3, Livingston leads 50-32 over the Floyd Central Jaguars from Kentucky. If Livingston Academy was to win this one, they will advance on to the championship game in the boys' red division. All right, here looking at the score from the Livingston Academy Lady Wildcat game. They lead 30-26 over Barron County, Kentucky. Now it's 30-28. Barron County scored a layup there as we were watching it. But back on this game, the Wildcats in control here. They lead by 18 at the start of the fourth period. The coach talking to the official. Floyd Central coach speaking to the official. They have it in the corner. Now Moore. Number 14, Burke. Burke can't get it now. Goodpasture has it. There's going to be a foul on Easton Goodpasture. It'll be his 2nd foul of the game. It'll be an offensive foul. Both fans upset about it. Floyd Central trying to claw themselves back into this game after Livingston got a hot run at the start of the third period. Now Hargis with the interception, and here comes Livingston Academy wide. Hargis pushing up the court for Hogeye. Now Hargis setting up the offense for the Wildcats. Looking somewhere to go, and he's going to travel one. It's going to go back to Floyd Central. Livingston leads 50-32. 7-11 left in the game. Livingston leads by 18, trying to hold on to the lead while the Jaguars trying to trim that lead into a lead of their own. Now 25 shoots a three for the Jaguars. Brody Buck and Livingston Academy is going to call a timeout. Livingston Academy is going to call a full timeout. Livingston Academy should have 3 timeouts left, and they still lead this one 35-50. All right, looking at the scoring, Livingston Academy Lady Wildcat game. Lady Wildcats and the Barron County Trojans all knotted up at 32 apiece. In the fourth quarter, Barron County, they're at the free throw line. 4 minutes and 50 seconds to play in the game. Over across the street, back over here, Gatlinburg High School. Daniel Bilbrey ran across the timeline with his smooth and quickliness. Hargis finds a wide open three-pointer wide. Hargis won't go. Easton Goodpasture gets the offensive rebound. Throws it up, gets blocked. And now Wyatt Hargis has the rebound. Attempts the three again, won't go. Easton Goodpasture ends up with the ball, and it's going to be a push. The pushing foul on Easton Goodpasture, I believe. And that'll be his 3rd foul. And now Cole Harris is going to be coming in the game for Goodpasture. Livingston still leads this one 50-35. Jaguars trying to gain some momentum here late in the game. Number 25, Buck. Buck. Now Burke. More at the Buck for a three. Won't go. Hargis gets the rebound. Here comes Miller. A quick pass up to Bilbrey. Bilbrey trapped to Miller. Drives in with the runner, and it's good. Tucker Miller for 2. He's got 6. Livingston back on top, 52-35. It's going to be a kick ball in Livingston Academy. The Jaguars are going to retain possession. The girls' game now. Over across the street in the girls' game, Tolman going to release the offense for Coach Riddle's squad. Livingston Academy leads by 1. The Lady Wildcats do over the Lady Trojans of Barron County, Kentucky. Livingston extends their lead to 3. Back over here at Gatlinburg Pittman High School, the Wildcats lead 52-35. Now Moore drives in, and it's good. Number 2, Dawson Moore. He's got 4 points. Hadn't scored since the first quarter. He does when they need him to. Jaguars trying to get some momentum to get back into this game. Livingston still holds on to the lead, 52-37. Some may say the Jaguars will be out of contention here. And it's blocked. It's going to be over the back foul. Number 25, Brody Buck, I believe. Like we said, Floyd Central trying to get back into this one, trying to get some momentum in. Livingston trying to hold on to the lead they created in the third quarter. Rocco Carwile comes back into the game for Cole Harris. Story at the free throw line. Shooting 1 and 1, Isaac Story. Buries the first free throw. violation on number 32 on Floyd Central. Now, Isaac Story, we believe, are talking if he's going to get a shoot again or if they'll get the ball back. It'll be a 1-and-1 for that Daniel Bilber at the free throw line. Off the mark for Bilber's free throw. Now Buck tries a three, won't go. Carlisle gets the defensive board. Story, a big pass up to Bilbrey. Bilbrey, and it's good. He's going to get fouled. They're going to call a foul on number 32, Grant Wright. Daniel Bilbrey for 2, and he gets fouled, and he'll get the free throw line for the N1 opportunity. Floyd Central fans are not happy about that. Bilbrey shooting the free throw, and it's good. Daniel Bilbrey. Livingston now leads by 19. 56-37. 5 minutes to play in the game. Simmons loses his dribble. Moore shoots the mid-range, won't go. Hargis gets the rebound. It's going to be a foul on Floyd Central. Let's see who it's on. Number 25, Brody Buck. That'll be his second foul of the game. Send Wyatt Hargis to the free throw line. He'll be shooting 2. Hargis' first trip to the free throw line tonight. It's the first one this evening, I should say. Second attempt won't fall for him, and here comes the Jaguars, which are looking to gain momentum. Over on the girls' side, across the street, being played at Rocky Top Sports, where I don't believe there's any commentary on that one. But the Lady Wildcats and the Lady Trojans of Barron County all knotted up at 38 apiece, the minute and 37 seconds to play in the game. Foul on number 14 on Barron County, on Floyd Central. Eric Burke, that'll be his second foul. Send Daniel Bilbrey to the free throw line. I don't have the list of sponsors here with me for Overton events, but to all the sponsors that have been played on the girls and all the sponsors that Craig reads off usually, I want to thank them for making this possible to bring this coverage to you all the way from Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Whether you're sitting on your couch or sitting wherever at your home, back in Livingston, maybe over in County, maybe somewhere else. Don't forget to say thank you to those sponsors that they read off. I don't know all of them. Number 3, Braden Moore. Trying, like we said. Floyd Central gets the ball back. Simmons with the mid-range, and it's good. Simmons and the Wildcats getting pressured offensively now. As now Livingston still maintains the lead 58-43. Now Carlisle has it. There's going to be a traveling violation at Walker Carlisle. The Jaguars are going to get it back. 4 minutes to play. Floyd Central trails Livingston Academy 58-43. And the girls side has a barn burner. A minute left in the game. They're tied at 38 apiece. Be out of bounds. We're going to stay with Floyd Central. The girls game, you can go over there, watch it on that YouTube page. It's a really good one. And Moore throws it in. Braden Moore. He's got 8 points. And the Wildcats, it's going to be a timeout. Livingston Academy. It's going to be 30-second timeout Livingston. They got 2 timeouts left While Floyd Central has 3 remaining, 3 minutes, 42 seconds left in the game. Like we said, the Floyd Central Jaguars trying to find momentum to get back into this one. They were down by 20 earlier. It was 50. Score earlier was 50-30. And now the Jaguars have clawed into the Wildcat lead, 45-58. Livingston still holds on to this lead. 3 minutes, 42 seconds to play in the game. Let's see if the Wildcats can maintain it. Yesterday, Livingston coming off a big win against Danville, Kentucky in the opening round. Smoky Mountain Christmas Classic. Isaac Story finds Hargis. Wyatt Hargis pushing it up the left side of the court. Gets double teamed. Pass is nearly intercepted. Now Story. Miller drives in with a runner. Tucker Miller. The ball rolls across the rim. And Floyd Central, number 11 for 3. And it's good. Number 11, Dylan Boyd for 3. And now it's a 10-point ball game. They've cut into it. Livingston was up by 20 earlier. Story. 3 minutes to play. Miller, no look pass. Down low to Goodpasture, and it's good. Easton Goodpasture takes the lead back to 12 now. Livingston leads 60-48. Holding a very high offensive team. The Jaguars coming in this game was averaging 73.2 points a game. Foul is going to be on number 25, Brody Buck. That'll be his third foul game. Like we were saying earlier, they're averaging 73 points a game. Lady Wildcats home for the final shot. And the Livingston Academy Lady Wildcats and the Barron County Lady Trojans are going to overtime in the girls' game. It's tied up at, I believe, 38 apiece. Lady Wildcats, Lady Trojans across the row going for it. Wyatt Hargis knocks down both free throws. 62-48 here at Gatlinburg Pittman High School. Number 2, Dawson Moore gets the runner. Livingston leads by 12, 62-50. Bilbrey over to Story. Story gets trapped and is going to get fouled. Probably on number 2, Dawson Moore. If so, that'll be his 4th, and number 4, Springs comes in the game for him. Story at the free throw line. He'll be shooting 2 for the Wildcats. Misses the first one. Isaac Story's been at the free throw line tonight more than anybody on both teams. This is his 7th trip to the free throw line tonight. And he cashes in the second attempt there of his 7th trip. Long pass over to Simmons. Simmons has it in the corner. Number 11, a big three-pointer. Dylan Boyd, he's got 2 threes. And just like that, it's a 10-point basketball game. 6 minutes, 25 seconds left to play. 2 minutes and 25 seconds to play in the game. Livingston leads by 10, 63-53 here in the second round semifinals of the Smoky Mountain Christmas Classic. Over on the girls' side of the things, we're watching it right now. They headed to overtime with Barron County, Kentucky. They were tied up at 38 apiece. Coleman couldn't get the last shot off in time for the Lady Wildcats. For their game, the Lady Wildcats was to win their game. They will advance to the third place, or sorry, the 5th place game. They'll be the champions of the consolation bracket. And then if they was to lose, they'll be playing for 3rd place in the consolation bracket. In the boys' game, they're playing in the semifinals right here in this one. If the Wildcats was to win this game, they would then lead. They would advance to the championship game. They either play against James River, Virginia, the James River Rapids of Virginia, or the Magoffin County, I believe, Warriors of Kentucky. There are a bunch of Kentucky teams in this red division bracket. Story throwing it in for Livingston Academy. Now Hargis nearly crosses the timeline on the other side. Now Story. Pass is nearly going to be intercepted by Simmons. Now Hargis. Wildcats trying to burn some clock here. Miller in the corner gets trapped. Finds a way out of it. Sees Bilbrey. Wildcats burning some clock here as they lead by 10. They lead by 10. 63 to 53. It's going to be out of bounds, but the Wildcats are still going to have it. Story's going to throw it in for Livingston Academy. Hargis. Hargis might have looked like it went out on Livingston Academy, but the official calls it to stay with the Wildcats, and now Story is going to throw it in for Livingston. Now Hargis gets double teamed. Gets triple teamed, and he loses the ball, and Daniel Bilbrey tracing down the defender. That'll be a block on Daniel Bilbrey. That'll be his first foul of the game. 1:45 to play. The Wildcats lead the Jaguars by 10. 63 to 53. Misses the free throw, number 3, Brandon Moore. They haven't shot free throws much this game. Harris comes in the game for Goodpasture. Hits the second one. Like we said, they haven't shot many free throws in this one. Miller over to Story. Story has it. Now Bilbrey draws the double team. Nearly lose it. Now Miller drives in, tries to shoot. He's going to call a jump ball. The jump ball. Looks like he might have got really knocked there down low. And now Hargis is going to throw it in for Livingston Academy. Hargis looking for somewhere to throw. Sees Harris. Harris is going to get fouled by number 3, Braden Moore. If so, might be wrong. It should be 5 on, Brandon Moore. That'll be his 5th foul of the game, and he's out. He's fouled out of the game. Wildcats lead 63 to 54. Cole Harris second trip to the free throw line. It's the first one. And the second one. We want to update on the girls again. The Lady Wildcats trail 42 to 40 in overtime. 2 minutes left in overtime. And back over here, number 2, Moore shoots it, but he's going to get fouled. Looks, I believe, by Wyatt Hargis. By Daniel Bilbrey. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game, and Harris is going to come in for Goodpasture. 1:25 to play in the game. Livingston leads 65 to 54. The free throw by number 2, Dawson Moore, hits it his first trip to the free throw line tonight. Hits them both. The Wildcats really contain this team offensively. They're averaging 73.2 points a game. They held them to 56. Livingston averaging 69.4 points a game. They're just about at that mark. They got 65 so far. Story finds Hargis. 1:20 to play. Hargis looking, gets the trap. And it's picked off, and here comes Floyd Central, but it's going to go out of bounds, and Livingston's going to have it. Hargis throws it into Story. Isaac Story over to Daniel Bilbrey. Bilbrey drives in. Tries to. Sees the backdoor cut by Cole Harris. Cole Harris is going to get fouled. Foul's going to be on number 2, Dawson Moore. I believe that's going to be 5 for him. Dawson Moore, that'll be his 5th foul game, and the Moore brothers both fouled out. They've got 2 players foul out in this one. Cole Harris at the charity stripe, shooting 2. It'll be his 3rd trip to the free throw line. It's the first one. He's only missed 1 of the 4 he's attempted. Harris misses the free throw, and Meade gets the rebound, and here comes, and he loses his dribble, and Bilbrey gets it. Story, and there's going to be a foul on Buck there. That'll be Brody Buck's 4th foul of the game, number 25. Story at the free throw line. It's the first one. Isaac Story. This is his 8th trip to the free throw line this evening. Misses it. Misses the second one. Here they come. Oh, a hard fall there on Springs. 35 seconds to play in the game. Livingston leads 67 to 56. 29 seconds to play. Foul is going to be number 4, Chris Springs. It'll be his 3rd foul of the game. Daniel Bilbrey at the free throw line. For 2. Here's the first one. Over on the girls' side of things, they're tied up at 44. The game's kind of paused, what we're seeing on the film screen over there. A deep 3-pointer there. And Isaac Story is going to hold the timeout for Livingston Academy as they're headed to the Smoky Mountain Christmas Classic Championship game tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 9 a.m. Central Time. Livingston Academy headed to the championship game. They win this one 69-56 here at the Smoky Mountain Christmas Classic. Head coach Jim Miller's only won 1 championship up here in this tournament. And tomorrow he's hoping to make it 2. I'll see if they can do it tomorrow. We'll see who they play against. It'll either be James River Rapids from Virginia or the Magoffin County, I believe, Warriors from Kentucky. We'll find that game out who will be facing who the Livingston County Wildcats will be facing later on. But in the girls' game, they're tied up at 44 apiece. 12 seconds to play. And I believe Barron County will have the basketball on the girls' side. Without further ado, you guys will be allowed to go watch the girls' game. And that'll be it from Gatlinburg Pittman High School. Livingston Academy comes away with a win here to advance the championship game in the Smoky Mountain Christmas Classic.